What is up, YouTube? Gooey Pokemon here, and if you hear like noise, it's because my sister's doing cartwheels in my room because she won't get out. But today I have this deck tech, and this is the deck that I'm playing at regionals, which is in Athens tomorrow. Super excited. So we're just gonna see what I play. So I'm playing 4 Geomancy Xerneases. Let me try and get the lighting better here. This is a weird camera angle, so I have to make sure that I get both my playmats in shot, but anyway, so we're playing 4 of these Xerneases with Geomancy. This is in order to get our energy out very quickly. So those are being played. And I'm also playing, well, this deck is called Fairy Dragons, first of all. And that is because there is these Xerneas breaks that do a ton of damage when you get a ton of energy out, which is really good. So I can have 4 Double Dragon out, and then it'll already be doing 160 damage. Thanks for pulling stuff out from under my bed and interrupting me during my video. But anyway, I'm sorry about that. So live stream 20 times the amount of energy attached to all of your Pokemon. That is an extremely powerful attack, especially when you have a lot of energy out, which you can get out with the Xerneas. So we're playing 3 of those because 4 is too excessive for this deck. Then we have 2 Giratina EX, and for some reason they are sticking together. But these are used because they have Renegade Pulse, which is good against Rayquaza and Mega Gardevoir and Mega Scizor, and any Megas basically besides maybe Mega Mewtwo because they play Garbodor in them. But still very good. And then Chaos Wheel locks your opponent from Pokemon Tools, Special Energy, or Stadium cards from his or her hand. And it's very good. So because if you're playing against things like Rainbow Road, you could just play this out. Chaos Wheel before you play a Parallel City, making their bench size 3, and then you're going to keep their bench size 3. So that will hurt your opponent a lot. Next we have 1 Salamence EX, of course, because that Beastly Fang is a really insane attack, especially against a ton of decks. Basically, almost every single deck in Standard that's on a tier. Especially Darkrai Giratina, because that's just EXs everywhere. So this card is really good to play against that as well. And of course, this being a deck that is meta 2 Shaman EXs, yeah, that definitely hurt my money count, I guess you could say, like what I had to pay for them. I actually didn't have to pay for them. I had to trade a bunch of cards from my friend, though, to get this one. And I pulled this one in the Charizard box. So we're playing 2 of those, and they're really good. So next we have the trainers. So we're, of course, playing 4, Trainer's Mail, and they're used to pull out any trainer card besides another Trainer's Mail. Very good for when you're looking for Fairy Garden, because if you get that Shaman in the active, it's bad news. And of course, no deck would be complete, besides maybe Greninja, without Ultra Ball. So we're playing 4 of those. I have 2 different arts because I don't have 4 of the same arts. So it's 4 Ultra Balls. And those are used to pull out your Shamans and discard your supporters, or pull out really anything. And then, of course, we are playing 4 BS Seeker, mandatory for this deck when you're discarding your supporters a lot with Ultra Ball. Yeah, my cousin just got home because he's renting the place downstairs from us. Little life story there. And, of course, no deck, especially like this one, playing 4 Max Elixir because you need that energy out as quickly as possible. This definitely helps with that. There. And then, of course, 2 Fighting Fury Belts, which is cool because it's great putting it on Salamence because it will make it so it will not die as easily and also do way more damage. Then 1 EXP share because I didn't have room for 2. I couldn't find room for 2 in this deck. So we're playing 1 of those. And then a special charge to get back the Double Dragon energies, which I will be pulling out in a minute. If I can make room on here, which I probably can't. Let me just stack these, actually. I have not done a deck before. So this is definitely a weird thing to do. Oh snap, I just bumped the camera. I hope this does not fall over. That would really suck, because then I'd have to redo the whole video. Let's put those up there because I have a ton of other stuff that I'm playing, mainly because this deck plays a lot of versatile things. And for draw supporters, we have 4N, of course, because N is such a consistent card. I love it. I don't own any of the full arts, even though I really want some, but I do not have the money for them. And then we have 2 Professor Sycamore, not 3, although I was tempted to play 3. You really cannot discard a lot of things from this deck, like, because it's really hard to get them back, even though, like, there's Super Rod. I play Brock's Grip because then I can play it maybe twice in a game because of Via Seeker, but you really do not want to discard anything from this deck, so we're not only playing 2 of these. Then 2 Lysander, because Shamans and other EXs are great to Lysander, and then you just knock them out and take 2 prizes. So that's a useful card. And we have 1 Hex Maniac, because Volcanion and Greninja is such a thing. Because I know that there's going to be a lot of Volcanion in my age division, along with Greninja, and then there's going to be all sorts of stuff. Because if there's Volcanion, then there's going to be Greninja, and if there's going to be Scizor, there'll be Volcanion. So it's just like a cycle, basically. But this card's very good, especially because, well, it'll shut off all abilities. It can hurt you, but not that much. Especially if you're playing against Greninja Break, because then you just, no abilities, no Giant Water Shuriken. And then the one card I was talking about, Brock's Grit, shuffle 6 of any combination of Pokemon and basic energy from your discard into your deck. Basically a Super Rod on steroids, but a supporter. So that kind of stinks, but this mainly is used for late game when you have nothing else left. Alright, I already ran out of space. I should have organized this. Alright, we're going to push the Pokemon back. And then I should have room on camera for the other cards. Yeah, there's a lot of different cards in this deck. It makes the deck not too inconsistent, but it makes it very versatile. But it can be inconsistent at times. Like starting with Shaman could be easily be an auto loss for this deck. Because if you don't get the Xerneas out to Geomancy on first turn, that's really bad, because then you don't have your energy. And most of the time you'll be going second with this deck, so you can get the Geomancy off first. But then, like I was talking about, many decks like Rayquaza and Rainbow Road and stuff were playing 2 Parallel City. And I got the foily ones because I decided to spend extra on them because they look beautiful. So we're playing 2 of those because making your opponent's bench size 3 really hurts those kind of decks. And also it will prevent some damage off of Mega Sceptile. I know somebody who's playing Mega Sceptile. He plays it very well. It's a really good deck and he heals a lot too. It'll stop damage from a little bit of damage from Volcanion and a little bit of damage from Greninja as well. So it can be used in our favor most of the time because you can also discard Shamans off your bench. And then, since this is a fairy deck, we're playing 2 Fairy Gardens for the free retreat, so that's a good card to play in this deck. Yeah, I've got to get a new camera angle. I'm very sorry, guys. I will eventually raise this to be high enough so I can get all of the cards in shot, but for now, that's what we got. But then, of course, 4 Double Dragon Energy to power up your dragons and get them ready for battle. And then we're playing 10 Fairy Energy. Yes, 10 Fairy Energy. I realize I'm playing 14 Energy in this deck, but I've tested it and it's perfectly fine like this. You get a ton of damage off and it's so worth it. Plus, if I play against Wailord, I actually have a chance because if I get all my energy out, then I should be okay with the Xerneas. So I hope you guys enjoyed that deck tech. I'm actually going to lift up my tripod and show you guys the cards again. So that is the deck that I'll be playing for regionals. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later.